What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Rachel and I am an intermittent alternate day faster and I have been doing it for a little over 2.5 years now. If you're not new to my channel, then you're probably thinking, why does her vlog look a little different? Why is she sitting down like a sit down video? Like, this isn't how this goes. Well, the reason that I'm doing it this way today is because I kind of wanted to document the next 72 hours, or I guess I should say the next 48 hours of my intermittent fasting journey, because I am for the first time attempting a 72-hour fast. So my fast started last night at about 7:45 p.m. I have not had anything to eat since then, and it is currently 8:04. So it's been about 24 hours since I've had my last meal. Next couple of days are going to kind of be a struggle for me. That's what I'm expecting anyway. I could be really wrong, and I'm really hoping that's what happens, but because I'm doing this differently, I kind of wanted to sit down every night at the end of my fasting day and kind of tell you guys how I was feeling the day of that fast. So technically today would have been my fasting day anyway. I felt fine all day. I've stuck with my coffee, I've stuck with my water, I haven't had any food, I haven't been hungry. I definitely think it plays a huge part in the fact that I had a whole lot of proteins yesterday to kind of help keep me full for today. But tomorrow is going to be a whole different story. I've not fasted for longer than 46 hours before, so going 48 is gonna be probably a little bit of a challenge, not to mention the last 24 hours. So like I said, I've already completed 24 hours of fasting. My body has now hit autophagy, which is the breakdown and recycle of old and diseased cells. And for the next 48 hours, I'm gonna be getting all the other added benefits behind intermittent fasting and a prolonged fast. Like I said, right now I feel okay. It's not been much different than a regular fasting day for me. But going forward, we'll see how the next 48 hours goes. We'll see you guys tomorrow evening. I'll tell you what, it feels really weird not vlogging with you guys 3 times a day, every day, and only doing it 1 time at night to kind of wrap up everything that's been happening in the day for everything that's been going on, which really hasn't been too much since I have been fasting, so at least we're not missing out on too much, right? It is currently 50 hours, 52 minutes into this fast. Kind of struggled a little bit more tonight. Not necessarily out of hunger, but I had a little bit of a headache. I definitely picked up on doing some pink Himalayan salt in my water to kind of help push me through, but I have made it through without having anything at all, which is exactly the point, exactly the purpose of this whole thing, you know, trying to get those great benefits and everything like that. Earlier today, after doing some Instacart orders, I came home and I did walk on the treadmill. I also did a little bit of dancing and a little bit of ab workouts from the Chloe Ting YouTube page. It's been killing me that I've not been able to work out like I want to, but I don't want to over push myself and make myself feel sick in the long run, so I definitely feel like keeping it kind of light for now is the best for me, especially with this being the first time that I'm doing a 72-hour fast. However, I cannot wait to get back to lifting and running and everything again. I do want to point out that this morning when I jumped on the scale, I was down 5 pounds. I'm kind of weighing myself over the next couple of days to see what my weight does. However, I know my weight had gone up whenever I weighed myself on Monday because I had ate the day before. So really, my weight's kind of balanced out back to where it normally is. So I'm kind of anxious to see what it's going to be like tomorrow. Currently, I've hit 4 stages of fasting with doing this prolonged fast. I've switched into ketosis, heavy ketosis, and autophagy. When I hit 48 hours, my growth hormone is now 5 times what it was when I started fasting, according to the live fasting tracker. I kind of like looking at this because it kind of tells me where I am in my journey. The next thing that I'm going to hit is a minimum insulin. My insulin will drop to its lowest level and my body will become increasingly insulin sensitive. So what is insulin sensitivity anyways? I was kind of curious about this myself because I wasn't exactly sure what that would mean for me. And according to Google, insulin sensitivity refers to how sensitive the body cells are in response to insulin. High insulin sensitivity allows the cells of the body to use blood glucose more effectively, reducing blood sugar. So basically, whenever you fast, you're lowering your insulin levels. Whenever you eat, your pancreas releases insulin. So fasting reduces your insulin. Because I've gone so long without food, I'll definitely have insulin sensitivity according to this. So that's just some of the things that has happened so far, or will be happening within the next couple of hours because of where I am. I hit insulin sensitivity at 56 hours. So if I can make it till tomorrow evening, that would be great. Like I said, right now, I feel okay. I'm not too hungry. It'll go away, especially because we're getting ready to go to bed, so I'm not too worried about it. And we'll see what tomorrow brings for me. So I will go ahead and say goodbye now, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. Wish me luck, guys. It is currently 10:05 p.m. in the evening, and I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that I made my 72-hour fast, and I'm so incredibly happy about it. I wasn't sure, honestly, whenever I started this whole thing out, how it was going to go, but it was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. I really thought that I was going to want to break a lot during this whole process, and there wasn't one time that I actually wanted to break. Towards the end, I did watch the clock count down to that last, 72-hour mark. Besides that, I really did not struggle at all, which is I'm so incredibly grateful for, to be honest. This morning I woke up, I weighed myself, I was actually down about 2 more pounds, so a total loss for this entire 3-day experiment for me was 7 pounds. Like I told you guys though in the beginning, I had eaten Sunday and Saturday to kind of help prepare myself for the fast, so I know I definitely had a little bit of food and water bloat before I started, but 17 pounds down through the whole journey. Besides for a little bit of a headache during this time, I didn't really experience too many side effects either. I was also kind of worried whenever I decided to refeed how my body was going to accept the food. For dinner, we ended up having salmon with a little bit of avocado ranch salad and some air fryer cauliflower. I tried to eat really slow, take my time, make sure I was chewing everything, make sure I felt okay. But the most amazing thing about this entire experience at the end of it, usually after dinner, I was really always craving something sweet. I wanted to have ice cream or yogurt with something added to it or something like that, and I did not crave anything anymore. So one of the things they talk about with a prolonged fast is that it helps you curb those cravings, those sugar cravings, certain kind of cravings and things like that. And I probably could have gone longer without food, if we're completely honest, but I was also pretty excited to go ahead and break and eat dinner. I'm just really grateful that I was able to kill that craving for something sweet after dinner. Like, that blew my mind. I also noticed too, as I've been doing Instacart orders and stuff like that, going grocery shopping, before all this, I would go to the grocery store and I would see things and I'd be like, man, that looks so good. Oh my gosh, look at that cake. Every time I would see something like that, I would kind of just acknowledge the fact that it was there, but I didn't crave it. I didn't want to buy it. It was just super interesting to me to see how this whole thing kicked those cravings, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of this fasting is gonna go. Regarding feeding tomorrow, I do plan on eating. I'm definitely going to keep with the higher protein, healthy fats, kind of be conscious of my carbs, kind of like I was doing before this whole thing, but I definitely feel like this body reset helped tremendously cut my cravings. Like I said, I lost 7 pounds. I went down a ½ inch in my waist as well. And then of course there's those things that you don't necessarily see or can measure. Like for instance, I had that prolonged autophagy. I peaked my growth hormone, and I also hit an insulin sensitivity. Kind of like what I talked to you guys about yesterday. So many wonderful things. There's more benefits to fasting if you go past 72 hours, but personally I feel like 72 was good for me. Next time I do this though, I might actually try to go until the following morning. So if I stopped on a Sunday, if I could go to a Thursday morning, we could see what would happen. But I definitely think I'm going to do this again. The experience has been fine, a lot easier than I thought, which is amazing, so that's good. But that was my experience with my 72 hours of fasting. I know this video is kind of weird because I'm like, it's not necessarily a vlog like normal, but I did want to document my 3 days into one video so that way we could kind of see what my 72-hour experience was. Like I said, no major side effects besides a small headache. I've heard some people say that they've had issues with the bathroom. I've had some people say that their headache was so tremendous that they got sick. There's lots of different things that I've heard as to side effects, but I definitely think that feeding up until your fast helps tremendously as well whenever it comes to trying to do something like this, making sure you're getting in the right kinds of foods and things like that. So next time I do this will probably be next month. We'll see if it happens. Not really 100% sure, but I'm so grateful for this body reset and I feel good right now, and it's an amazing feeling. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching my 72-hour experience with alternate day fasting. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys on the next one.